Hello. Still getting used to these new size screens.
It's here.
New size screens.
That's right, baby.
Ridiculous. But it's Wednesday. It's not Thursday, Pluggo.
No, it's not.
We're usually here every Thursday. Got our friend, our boy Ed in the chat. Hello, my friend.
We will be here tomorrow.
Oh, we will. And we'll in due time we'll plug it because we got a fun one tomorrow as well.
Yes.
But what are we doing here tonight, Pluggo? Why are the people of Love Wrestling seeing the Between Two Bearded Guys on a Wednesday?
This is weird. So
someone had to work, Tim.
We are late, and it is because we are buying time because the guest of honor, I have it on a high authority, that Lil Spenny Love will be here tonight in some way, shape, or form. Just stay tuned.
True.
So
it's true.
The flagship can be late as we want. That's the perks of being the flagship.
Yeah, if we're the flagship, we kind of dictate.
We do what we want.
We set we set the pace. We go, hey.
So let's get into why we're really here.
Yeah, exactly. Tell the people why we are here this evening.
So if you guys have been with us since day one, you know we like to do drafts. We like to draft weekly things, whenever we have time. I drafted a award-winning film, Cool Runnings, second overall.
Wait, is that true?
No. Shut up.
Did it really win awards?
Shut up. Maybe it did. I don't know. I wasn't there. Anyway, I drafted Cool Runnings number 2 overall. I got nothing but flack for said pick by our boss, Spencer. Love. Evening, Calpito. Swags, my man. Love you. Good to see you. So, it's not even running. I love the movie. I think the movie's fantastic. So what we're going to do tonight, because the 27-year anniversary of Cool Runnings is this Friday, October 1st. It's when it came out in theaters. We, being the Cool Runnings fans we are, and as knowing as how much Spencer loves the movie, as you saw on social media, the ticket was dedicated to him. This episode is dedicated to Spencer Love, our boss. Joe, we love you. Thank you for everything that you've done for us. You always have a home here at Between Two Beards. Anytime you want to pop in, you just say the word, and you're welcome, my man. If you didn't catch Turnbuckle Talk yesterday, it was an emotional one.
It was a good one.
But Joe will still be around, just not in the capacity that he was. So we decided, let's have a Cool Runnings watch along. So if you've been a part of watch alongs before, listen to podcasts watch alongs, it's pretty simple. We're going to push play. We, for copyright reasons, obviously can't play it on the screen, but we're going to push play. We're going to watch the episode. During the episode, we'll talk about the movie. We'll talk about whatever you want. This is going to be this is a fan appreciation, Spencer Love dedicated Cool Runnings watch along for us, big fans, because the Cool Runnings is such a big integral part of this wrestling podcast, which is a weird thing to say. So what we're going to do whenever Mighty Joe, JPJ, whenever you're ready, we're going to push play. We'll get started. We'll be here for the next hour and a half, shooting the shit, talking about whatever you guys want. So if you guys want us to pick wrestlers, movies, talk about what happened this week, whatever, football, baseball, hockey, Spencer's budget, we don't care. But I have it on good authority that Lil Spenny will be here tonight. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go. JPJ, why you laughing,
bro? Because it's funny. That's why I'm laughing. This is a good movie, and it'll be fun. But like Pluggo said, if you all want to watch it with us, that's amazing. That's what I hope happens. But at the same time, if you guys want to talk about literally anything, we can just sit here for an hour, and I believe it's an hour and 38 minutes. We can sit here and just have Cool Runnings in all its majesty playing in the background while we shoot the shit about whatever it is we want to talk about.
And I got my, it's not popcorn. I didn't have popcorn, but I got gummy bears. I think that's
all right. Gummy bears are good. I have popcorn, but obviously it's in the other end. So I'm here. That's it. No popcorn.
Spencer's supposed to bring the popcorn.
That's what I was told. We'll see.
Spencer needs to support us on the flagship. So what we're going to do is we're going to push play in 5, 4. Are you ready?
Oh God, I mean, yeah.
I'm going slow in case you guys aren't ready. 3, 2, and 1. As I There we go.
I already effed it up.
Yeah, mine's loading right now, so maybe this is gonna work. Maybe it's not. But hey,
who cares? It's fun.
Who cares? It's fine. Hey, it's going. I got the.
Disney, I've seen this movie.
Disney arch going.
I'm not gonna joke. That's right, Tim. That's right.
The flagship.
I've seen this movie a lot.
I have too.
In my heyday, I watched this movie a lot.
I've watched it.
What is going on, my friend Darnell? Hope you're well. We are doing a Cool Runnings watch along.
It's
the all-time classic Cool Runnings from 1993. John Candy. John Candy. Don't get us flagged, bro.
I won't. I'm going to stop it now. I just had that.
How dare you?
That's a banger.
Flirting with death right there, bro. You can't do that.
It's a banger of an open.
It is. It's good.
All I'm going to say is, what wrestling podcast do you know that's going to sit here on a Wednesday night after what I assume was a banger of a Dynamite? I missed most of it. I
am going to preface that. We can talk about wrestling, but obviously, as you guys know, I do a show reviewing AEW. So, I have not watched it because I had to work the shoot job. Wednesday evenings is my late night. Please do not spoil anything for me, or I will ban you.
So, I mean, this movie, we could talk about other Disney movies. You guys want us to see whatever you'd like. JPJ said doo-doo. Who's man in the love?
I don't know. Who is that?
Tonight?
Is that the person that's supposed to be bringing me popcorn? I'm hungry. I worked all night.
Mean, do we just do it? Do I bring out our special guest? Do we
not yet.
Wait it
not
out?
Yet. Yeah, you got to build.
You got to build it. He's coming.
You got to build it.
As JP said in Angels in the Outfield, which is another good movie.
Another one.
It could happen. So we got him. He's running. He ran through some toilet paper. Darius Bannock, he runs the 100 meters.
Do you think
9?
Oh, we got that.
I don't know what the square means. I mean, we have that time check.
I don't know. I don't want to pause it though because
we are at the 2 minute and 10-second mark. Literally, the credits are going.
Yeah. He's running. So I'm like 3 seconds ahead of you, but we're fine.
That's
we're fine.
I
want to say hello to our friend. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, thank you. And
we're still at the beginning.
Spencer, if you're listening or watching and you're just being incognito, you were supposed to send us some promotional materials to talk about tonight that you did not. So you should send that over to us via Slack. So he's running through the city right now. I love this. This movie, I swear, I don't know. I know Spencer doesn't like it, but it's
I don't know. I don't think Spencer said he didn't like it.
He didn't like it.
I think that Spencer said it should not have been a number 2 pick in a Disney movie draft.
What I will say is that
that was Spencer's argument. I don't think he ever said that he didn't like the movie.
But he also never said that he did. So I'm going to assume he doesn't and go from there.
Well, one day the question will be answered.
Got you. My Disney Plus decided to update. It happens, Ed.
That's fun. That's fun.
Don't be ashamed. And then Sokka Coffee.
He's the best guy. Yeah.
Name a better push cart driver than Sokka. So we got Tim. What you got? Raw was great. NXT was meh. Extreme Rules was, safe enough. A baby could have sat in the middle. Yes, I gotta say, Extreme Rules was not very extreme up until the point where Charlotte ripped up the Charlotte Lily doll. That was the most extreme thing that happened on the show.
I wasn't.
We'll throw it to the chat. What pay-per-view would you bring back to replace Extreme Rules? Because it seems like the WWE is going more towards less extreme.
Whatever. I mean, whatever. Here's my thing. What WWE does is they have something cool and they just keep doing it, right? And then they make it like, why not just have Extreme Rule matches periodically throughout the year? Like, why can't a feud just have an Extreme Rules match as a blow-off? Why do you have to have a pay-per-view? That's a good one, Ed. Judgment Day. Very good.
Yeah, I love Judgment Day.
But I was a big fan of Backlash. Armageddon.
Taboo Tuesday.
Armageddon was always in December, if I remember correctly.
And they always had like the coolest graphics and like
Yeah.
the coolest music.
Oh, Vengeance was good
Yeah.
too. Yeah, Vengeance is a good one. What the hell was I talking about? Damn it. Already off track.
It's because they're kissing the lucky egg. We're at the lucky egg. That's
100%, Kyle. And it's the same thing. Great balls of fire. It's the same. It's the same thing with that. Like
roadblock.
that's what they do. Like they make it a whole pay-per-view. So now Hell in a Cell, which is like it's such an epic match, it's lost its luster a little. Like I don't get excited for a Hell in a Cell match anymore.
3 of them on the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Like I'm just like, oh, Hell in a Cell, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the worst part about it is in the last couple years, if I'm not mistaken, they literally have just thrown a Hell in a Cell match together. That back when Hell in a Cell matches were men, to steal a phrase from our friends over at Fightful, they use the conversations were men. Like Hell in a Cell matches was like the blow off to like a long feud, like Taker, Triple H, Michaels, Taker. Like now they're just like, hey, Bailey, Sasha, you're in. Like, and then they continued the feud, and that was like the first one.
Yeah, good one. That's
how great was
that's funny, Kyle.
Kyle, Kyle, you got to be with Kyle. I don't know if he's being funny or if he's being serious because
there's no way he was serious.
There's been a bunch of times that him and I have argued about wrestling points where I was like, you can't be serious. So,
no, I refuse to believe that he honestly thinks Rollins and Fiend was a classic.
Breaking Point was that pay-per-view where there was the like all submissions or something. It was like I could have swore there was like a submissions only pay-per-view. I swear to God. Am I drunk and I don't even drink?
I don't know, man. I don't remember that. Sanka, you did. You did, man. Yeah, man.
And this is where it gets tearjerker. That dude trips him up. Oh, we're getting there. Ooh.
Oh, Brawl for All. Oh, that wouldn't go over well. That wouldn't go
Have you seen the Dark Side of the Ring for the Brawl for All? And
yes, I have.
Cornette is just thrashing Russo.
Yeah.
45 minutes. He's like, what a dumb idea. You're ruining people's careers. And Russo's like, yeah.
I mean, nobody in that tournament. Whose career did he ruin? Bart Guns?
Right. Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Yeah. He was already like a big deal. Like by the time he got
made Bart Gunn's career.
Yeah, like by the time
Tuesday
Dr. Death got to WWE, like that was
here's a fun idea. And I'm going to shout out because I'm going to use this opportunity for our fans to, by the way, like, subscribe, and share this podcast. Let's get those numbers up. But they should take Extreme Rules, get rid of it, and put in Evolution.
That'd be okay. I think that would be a really good idea.
Josh Robinson dropped The Legacy of Evolution this past week, and it was a banger.
He's got the ECW one coming out next week.
Yeah, that one's gonna be good.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I love ECW. Love ECW.
Dude, yeah, ECW was my jam.
Yeah, it was pivotal.
I was legit.
It was on at 1 a.m. in the morning on the Spanish channel.
Yeah.
Like on Telemundo.
I used to get it. I can't remember. It was on something
on
similar.
Friday nights. It was like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is awesome.
Like New Jack legit scared me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was able to go to an ECW live event, a real ECW live event once. It was at some small ice hockey arena in like this small town that was like 20 minutes away from where I lived. And the main event was Sabu versus Tommy Dreamer when Dreamer was the champion.
Tim Knopp, we support Josh Robinson. He is a flagship show as well as we're the flagship.
No, he didn't call it the flag. What did he call it? I forget.
Isn't he on one of those non-flagship?
No, but when Josh said you might be the flagship, but my show, but Legacy of is, and he used a word.
We love Josh. I was just I must have missed that. I must have been in Spencer's office getting yelled at for dropping. I'm shocked he didn't block me this week. I sent him a lot of stuff.
You know,
we had to keep those memes up, dude.
It's a sad moment. He doesn't make it to the Olympics. Brutal.
Yeah, he's got the dirt on his face.
Yeah, brutal. Tripped.
He's in the office. He's like,
hey,
give my shot,
I
bro."
lost. We need to that race that needs to not count because I lost. We need to rerun that race. What?
And he's like, can't do it. Can't rerun the race. Hey, we got to guys, subscribe.
Yes.
Share this out.
If you're watching on Twitch.
Spencer's not happy about the budget here, but if we get the numbers looking good.
Yes. If you're on Twitch, I believe
it's 20% off.
It's 20% off.
And I'm going to just go off the cuff because I watch a lot of Love Wrestling programming. If you subscribe to Love Wrestling on Twitch, you get added to the Change the Game chat. Because for the upcoming Love Wrestling / Force Wrestling show, what is it? Showdown? It's a wrestling event. Spencer was supposed to send me the stuff, but I heard you get exclusively into the chat for the watch along. It's going to be awesome. Cole Matthews is going to be there. Randy Myers, who's awesome, is going to be there. Parrish, our own, he'll be there too. Yeah. And I guess Spencer will be there. He shows up at things like that, but doesn't show up here. We're waiting.
Ray ain't coming home. And then Ray ain't coming home.
While I'm in, I always steal something. Fact. It's like he took the picture. I steal something.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're about to be the part John Candy.
John Candy. This is one of his last movies.
One of his last. Which John Candy movie would you say?
Oh, Uncle Buck. 100%.
That's what I was gonna say.
100% Uncle Buck
is fantastic.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is also
I've never
great outdoors as well. Yeah, no, Uncle Buck for me. Okay. It's not even close. It's not even close.
I love the line where he's like, "Yeah, so I recently quit smoking cigarettes." She's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I moved on to cigars. And then after a few years, I'm going to go switch to pipe, and then it'll be chewing tobacco from there."
Yeah.
I was like,
Ed, yep, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, awesome. And Kyle saying that Great Outdoors is epic as well. Yeah.
Kyle met Darby Allin this weekend at Riot Fest, my man.
Yo, I've been more than a few Riot Fests.
Kyle, if you're listening, did he ask you to throw him off of something or put him in a body bag and then beat him with a chair? That seems like a Darby Allin thing to do.
Actually, I do want to ask how was he friendly right away, or was he kind of all right, I'll take the picture? Or was he like, yeah, man, it's cool? Was he cool? So let us know. Let us know, Kyle, in the chat. Tim, I will require a written form for the shoot job for this. Best on one HR.
I am an HR nightmare. Just ask Alice. Is Alice HR or is she just accounting? Do we have an HR?
I think she's just accounting. I mean, I don't know why we would have HR issues. We're good people. Yeah. We just like to spend a shit ton of money. Big. Not
we got, good. I won't spoil it yet because we're so early, but I'll just say prototypes are not cheap.
There he is. John Candy, guess.
Dude, yeah, look at that radio. This is old school, man. Come on, Tumbleweed. Let's go.
An early movie of John Candy's where I really like his performance, but he's not one of the leads, is Stripes.
Yeah. He was in Spaceballs too.
Spaceballs is great.
Pretty good one.
I liked his sorry, wow. I liked his small cameo in Home Alone as well when he was on the truck with the mom. He's in it for 10 minutes, but it's really good. It's a really good 10 minutes.
Now that you brought that up, since we're just shooting the shit tonight,
yeah,
I had a heated debate with the wife a couple days ago. Is Home Alone a Christmas movie, or is it just a movie set during Christmas time?
Oh, wow. He asked you if you wanted to pick.
You met him and then he was like, hey, you want to...
That's what he says. No, he goes, I would have, though. I was wearing an Undisputed Era shirt. And we made eye contact, and he asked if I wanted to pick.
That's awesome. You know who doesn't do that? Sheamus. Yeah,
Why is Sheamus mean? Don't call Sheamus out. He'll kill you.
I've
Sheamus could kill you.
I have 2 Sheamus stories. I could tell that he's like Notre Dame's unofficial mascot.
Is that true?
Game. Yeah, he's there all the time. I'm at a game. He's at a game. We're walking this way. I go, hey, yo, you're Sheamus. What's up, man? That's awesome. Snubbed me. Kept going.
Yeah, he's
Didn't
like, don't.
stop. He's like, you dude. And I'm like, oh, cool. My other Sheamus story. I went to Survivor Series 2011 in Indianapolis. I didn't know where I was. I've never been down to that Conseco Fieldhouse at the time. So I bit the bullet and paid for like really close parking, which happened to be where the WWE Superstars park too.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling out and we're at a stop sign and Sheamus is at the stop sign next to us. And I look over and he's not wearing a seatbelt. And I roll my window down.
Well, if you're lucky he didn't kill you here.
Yeah. And I go, hey, Sheamus, click it or ticket, bro. And he just sped off.
Yeah,
so maybe he remembered me. I don't know.
Maybe he did. Maybe he has like a photographic memory.
Oh, dude, John Candy is choking out Doris right here. That's not cool, man. He just wants to be a bobsledder, bro. Also saw CM Punk introduce Living Color. That's
great.
Cool. That's great. Cool. I hear mixed things about Punk in terms of like wrestlers you may or met. He's like, sometimes he's cool, sometimes he's a jerk. I don't know.
I bet you now he's probably all right because he seems happy. He seems happy now. I don't think he was. It was very evident that he never really was having the best time in WWE. He was performing well because he's a legend, but like he never seemed like, you know. And again, that was part of the character. But you see him now when he comes out, he's like he looks genuinely happy.
Chris Parrish, thank you for the share on Facebook, my friend. As I'm looking over some stuff, that's awesome. Let's get them numbers up. Let's make Spencer's investment, if you will.
Wow, and then Doris,
dude, yeah,
showed him the picture, and he said, "My father knew your father."
And then he goes, ugh.
Yeah.
That's what I do every time I look at him.
John Candy goes, "No," he goes, "No, my father." Yeah.
It's been 20 years since I've seen this picture.
Yeah, and he's like, "Damn it, I didn't know his dad."
Yeah.
I'll manage you.
Well, at first he's like, I love when he rips the poster down. He's like, "That's what bothering
Tim,
you."
I've been emotional. I've been emotional all week. I've been emotional all week. I'm it's a big one.
Colts lost. Tim, I saw we're in a little pick'em league together, and you picked the Colts this week. Like, why would you pick the Colts ever, Tim? Yeah. I love you, but that seems like
they have a good coach though, but Carson Wentz ain't it.
He's made a tissue paper. It's not his fault. It's just how he's built.
God.
You said you could make a sprinter into a bobsledder. Your dad could run the 110 flat.
Yeah.
Well, I run it to 99. Yes.
Ed says he loves Brady, but this week he's dead to me. Look, I'm going to be rooting for the Patriots to win the game, but nah, dude. I am 100% Brady. Now, let me preface this. I'm 100% that Belichick was the reason. Like, he wanted Brady out, so he was a dick to Brady. And that's why Brady left. Like, a report came out. There's a book coming out, and a report came out today that said that Tom Brady wanted a face-to-face with Belichick after he made his decision because he wanted to have like a final meeting, and Belichick said he was too busy. What? What? You're too busy for Tom Brady? That guy made you. That guy made you. You made each other. They needed each other.
To recruit him back.
They needed each other, right? But come on. What?
I feel
Get out of here. Now, and I love Belichick. He's the best coach ever, but he's a dick. He's always been a dick. That's what makes him great, but you don't always have to be a dick.
You know who's a dick?
Uh-oh.
Whoever's in charge of the Love Wrestling account over here talking smack about fantasy football. What is this? Look,
Did you lose to Spencer?
I did.
So now you need to find something to challenge Adam because you beat him in the picks.
Yep.
But he beat you in fantasy this week. So that now you guys need a rubber match. So you got to find a third thing.
Well, ultimately, that I knocked him out of the tournament for the pick'em for the picks. So
yeah, you'll probably play him again this year.
I could come back and just dominate the whole league as a whole.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go winless in that league.
I don't think anybody goes undefeated ever, right? I don't know if any undefeated.
Very rare.
Oh, Kyle taking shots.
Look at this guy with his mesh tank top.
Dude, what's your name?
It's a bright orange or a hot pink. I can't tell, but it looks like bright orange.
But he could punch a hole through your face.
Oh, yeah. But he's wearing a mesh tank top.
No, you don't, because he knows people aren't messing with it. I mean, Spencer, I'm waiting on this popcorn, man. I'm getting antsy here. We're 30 in.
There's already 30 minutes in. It's pretty good.
Under a podcast. I'm eating gummy bears because he forgot he bring a popcorn. 21 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
Where is Spencer?
I don't know, man.
I know he got
he was dodging us all week on socials. Never answered, never even acknowledged.
I know. He acknowledged me one time on social media this week, and it was to tell me to check my fantasy score. To which I replied, "Check your office desk. There's a ticket for you." And then he never said anything.
Yeah, because he knew he wasn't coming.
He's gonna be here. Little Spenny is gonna be here.
He knew he wasn't coming.
I told everyone in Slack he's coming.
People in the chat, excluding cartoons, the animated, what are your favorite Disney movies? Like a Cool Runnings type. What are the standouts for you?
Angels in the Outfield.
Terrific.
Two of them, Pluggo. Two of them. Yeah, Tim bought him one too. Yeah,
I mean, Ed, you're challenging, I believe Doug is coming back. And Doug, I'll be rooting for both of you.
Like Doug? Sanka
no,
Coffee?
The guy Sanka? Yeah.
Sanka,
no, I believe because tomorrow night's the champions one. So it's the last 3 champions, I believe. And
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is a great movie. Don't be dogging Mary Poppins.
I just said Mary Poppins.
The way you said that had two behind it.
It's because Spencer.
The way you said that sounded condescending. I'll come through the screen. Mary Poppins is great.
So violent.
Miracle is also terrific.
Don't make me call Hook, bro. Team Hook.
I'm a big fan. I mean, I'm a big fan of Angels in the Outfield is great. Yeah. I also liked Remember the Titans.
Yes. Remember the Titans.
Awesome.
Kyle.
Well, Kyle's coming in. I mean, that's now he's bringing in the comic book side of it.
How about this one?
Like he's bringing in the Marvel side of Disney. I was kind of thinking like, I don't know if you would call it Disney original.
The Tony Danza film, the garbage kicking field goal. No, it's the garbage picking field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon.
Is that a real movie?
That is a real movie.
I never heard of that.
It was one of those.
I never heard of that in my life.
If you remember this, Cool Runnings was like a Disney box office production.
Oh yeah, of course.
They used to on Sunday nights on ABC. They would run like Disney. So like they had like Angels in the End Zone, which was like the football version of Angels in the Outfield, but it was like low budget, like
of course. B level, like C level stuff.
But it was like, I don't know how to word it, but like, remember like the Disney exclusive, like Disney Channel movies, like Brink? That movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Or like Xeon,
those were like kid Disney movies.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That was in the same vein, and it was like Tony Danza was like this garbage man who could kick like 80-yard field goals like he's Justin Tucker or something.
Yeah.
By the way, how many times did Pat McAfee mention Justin Tucker in Extreme Rules? At least 14.
I mean, did you see the kick?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Poor Detroit.
It's against Detroit, which
so
is
miserable.
Awesome.
Oh, I love it. Like it makes me laugh. But it's like, man, I like it because, and again, I'm young in the scheme of it. So like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I was watching the Red Sox for 50 years when all these terrible things would happen all the time. I didn't. I was born in 1985. So like, they won in 2004. So I was all right. But the history of it and just how I feel like at the time, people in Boston, like that was literally part of who they were, was like the Red Sox never won. You know what I mean? Like that was part of who they were.
Like Webster and
oh my God. We were just bitter because terrible things happened. And then we just started winning all the time. And now.
Yeah, Ed, that was the name. That's the actual name of the movie. It's facts.
That's a terrible name.
It's
a terrible name for a movie. Awful. Oh, look at that dog. Look at that dog.
Dude, I know he's like, one day we'll tell him. Is he coming or what, man? I'm getting antsy.
No.
Where's the popcorn?
I could have told you a week ago he wasn't coming.
I have it on good authority. He's going to be here.
All right.
Little Spenny Love.
Oh, this is where they're doing their first practice.
They look like the kids from Little Giant.
I was gonna say they look like the Little Giant. That's another one. That's good. Yeah, that's another one in that vein of. Oh, Tim's calling them out.
Ooh. Now, if Lil Spenny shows, is he going to be happy or is he going to be angry?
I know Big Spenny's probably not going to be that happy.
What about Lil Spenny?
I mean, I would say he'll probably be.
He might be perturbed. I mean,
who's your favorite character in this movie?
In this, Sokka.
Is it Sokka? Yeah.
Sokka, what you smoking? I ain't smoking. I'm breathing. How could you not love him? He's so funny in this. Ice? You mean
ice?
Snow?
Snow?
Ice?
And we talked about the rope right
now.
No, I was trying to avoid that.
Because I was on the Love Wrestling Reacts Extreme Rules on Sunday with Ed, Bobby. Oh my God, who else was on? There was a fourth, and I feel terrible.
How terrible are you? You don't even remember who you do work
with? It's been a long week, bro. But I was on that on Sunday. We killed it. That was one of those things where we all were just kind of like, really? Like, my point was
bummed out.
I was bummed because look,
It was Alex. It was Alex.
Thank you. Sorry. I apologize to Alex. I love it's been a week. That's all I'm gonna say. But
I almost killed some goats.
Yeah, dude. I
almost killed some goats right there.
Get out of the way. I love how they run into the police car and they're like, "What are you doing to the police cruiser?" But so the rope break thing, and this is where I thought Extreme Rules was a fine pay-per-view up until even the Lily doll thing. As much as it lasted too long, I was cool with that. I get it, whatever. But you had Becky and Bianca, which should have been a banger, and in a unsatisfying finish. And then you had the Fiend and Roman in the same sense. It was like this weird thing, and it's like, why can't you just have these two badass people just fight it out and win?
Yeah. Like,
clean. Give us, it's a pay-per-view. Pay-per-views are supposed to be that way. And then every once in a while, throw us some goofy thing. But it's all the time. They're trying to protect too many stars. Like, just Belair would have been much better off had Banks not shown up and she got beat by Becky in like 25 minutes, and it was like by the skin of her teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just left a weird taste in my mouth. Same thing. The Demon, like, he stands on the top rope and it breaks, and that's how he takes the L of all the things you could have done. Didn't like it.
What do you think about the flopping like a fish?
I was saying, like I said on the reacts, I looked away for a minute. All of a sudden, I see him do. I'm like, what's going on? And then it's like his music is playing. Why did if that's the case? Why doesn't his music? Because he's the demon, just play it all the time.
It's good music. He's got good music.
Right, but if it gives him life and it gives him this, why doesn't he just just have it playing?
Have we seen a pay-per-view without a title change? Oh,
yeah, Night of Champions 2014. I will forever curse that pay-per-view.
Why? Because all the titles are on the line and everyone retained?
Yes. And it was like it was every title's on the line. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I go over, it's just fucking everything was just like, boom. I'm like, what this was a waste of time. What's the point of the titles being alive? You're not going to change even like the smallest one. Like, change something. And it wasn't even like they changed it like or stayed the same and like
now they get laughed at by all the rich folk.
How would you like to be a member of
come on, bro. Bobsledding? You fools.
They're like, what? What? Well, I mean, these people are looking at them like everybody looked at us when they said, we want to do a Cool Runnings watch on a wrestling show.
Why not?
On a Wednesday.
Why not?
And Spencer was like, and I'm like, bro, it'll be awesome. Just give us some money. Give us your money.
Still getting laughed at by everybody. It's not nice, really.
Yeah, I mean, the guy has a dream, and they are crushing. He wants to be in the Olympics so bad that he's willing to
learn a whole new sport and get to the Olympics in literally like 3 months.
Yeah. Speaking of which, they didn't really explain it real well.
What do you mean?
They didn't explain like how he's running the track for the Summer Olympics, missed out, and then the Winter Olympics are just right there.
It's true.
There's a hole here, a little Swiss cheese in the story, but it doesn't change that this is a fantastic movie. And he's about to get in trouble for kissing on all them ladies.
It's true. It's true.
Are we gonna get what? I'm putting it on a screen. I can't see it. What we got to get a B2B nights a week shit movies. I don't know if we're gonna do it every week. I will say that next week we go ahead and announce that now. Next Wednesday, by just happen circumstance, we will be actually on here with the mind behind the Force Wrestling / Love Wrestling Change the Game show that's coming up on October 15th. We're going to sit down with the one, the only Spencer Love.
He's actually going to show up for that.
I mean, I don't know. He might not by the end of this thing, but he said he was going to come by. We're going to just talk to him about the card, go over everything, how it came to be. So make sure you like, subscribe to everything so you don't miss it. Get our reminders that we send out for these shows. We don't want you to miss the shows, guys. We don't want your friends to miss the shows. We don't want your family to miss the shows. We want you all to come in, help us spend Spencer's money.
It's true. That is true.
We're doing specials. We are men of the people.
Yeah. We're like I feel like we'll do a good amount of specials. But it's not going to be, I know we're doing one 2 weeks in a row with one next week, but it's not going to be an every week thing.
Yes.
But you'll see us more than one night a week. I would say, periodically.
Whenever the mood strikes.
We got some cool ideas.
Just a random. There's a show coming up. It's a big deal, huge.
Yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be on Twitch. We're going to be in the chat. We're going to be watching along. It's going to be good stuff. It's going to be good stuff.
Make sure you subscribe because that way you can get into the watch along chat with us on Twitch, and it's going to be a good card. Hopefully, maybe if Spencer doesn't fire us by then, he'll announce a nice match next week. But I don't know.
That'd be
we haven't really talked. He's been. It's been weird. It's been. I think it's.
No,
been
he's ducking us.
He's ducking us.
Well, he's ducking you. He's ducking you. I mind my business. I just mind my business over here.
He just goes along with it. You're just
all
right,
right, cool. Yeah.
We're like the Jay and Silent Bob of Love Wrestling. Like I just say a bunch of random goofy stuff, and you're just like, yeah.
I've made it to a lot of Love Wrestling this week, and it's all been great. Yes, it is. And we got a good. we have a big group and a good group.
Yeah.
And it's diverse and it's a lot of very talented people doing really talented things, just cool shit. They have the reacts, they had the draft this past Saturday, which was very cool. We have the Sunday brunch. Last week was the POS show for the pay-per-views with Spencer and Parrish. Turnbuckle Talk, Turnbuckle Rewind, The Legacy of and Josh. Like we got
Smark and Friends.
Amazing. Zach is amazing. Power Out. NXT,
which they spilled the tea on everything. NXT.
Yeah, like we have so much stuff, and it's all by good people and talented people. And yeah, man, we're doing some really good stuff. When or if we will see the last few huge indie guys on national TV with the likes of Ospreay, the Villain, Effie. I think it's going to be a while before we see the Villain.
I don't think the Villain will ever make it.
Yeah, I think it's over, that one.
Ospreay is not technically indie as he is signed to New Japan, which they consider a major deal. But he can do stuff over here with AEW and things like that if he chooses. Effie has gone on the record, for those that don't know Effie, he's very DIY, do it yourself. He's indie through and through. I don't think you'll ever see him on a WWE level. He maybe AEW. I don't want to speak for Effie, but I know that the interview that I saw him do a few weeks ago, he said nothing against those people, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think you're seeing a lot more of that this time around with the as we get to the snow for the first time, and my favorite line in the movie. But I think you're seeing that a lot this at this go around with all these wrestlers saying, WWE isn't necessarily the place to be. It's just one of the options, and you're seeing them pick other options.
Oh, Kyle, me too. I would have. Did you see this? You see emo wrestling at all?
No, what is that?
So GCW had an event called Emo Night.
Oh no, yeah, okay. I didn't see.
And there's a video of Nick Gage, and he does his thing, and then he just goes, "Now fucking play My Chemical Romance."
Let's go.
Oh, I would have took off my shirt. Instead of twirling. I would have been so pumped right there. Nick Gage yelling, "Put on My Chemical Romance." I've been like, yeah,
let's go.
And My Chemical Romance wasn't even like my favorite. They weren't even in like the top echelon for me, but I was heavily into screamo, emo. Like that was like when that stuff was at its peak. I was like 19. I was like, oh please,
I think that's
like this is for me. Like
pretty much how Kyle and I lived life in our.
That's all I did. That's
when
all
we met in our super early 20s.
Yeah, exactly. It was it was like 19 early 20s, and it was like all those bands were like kind of cool.
Yeah,
they weren't mainstream kind of, but they were becoming it was becoming cool.
I've been on the road with Kyle when his band was on the road, and I remember distinctly going to one of these shows. And the reason I bring this up is because I can't do it now. I'm old and I get tired easy. But I was just standing there, people in the pit, and you get in the pit, and you do your thing. Yeah. Some dude just like looked me dead in the face and punched me in the face. And I was like, what? Oh, and now I'm like looking back on it, I'm like, how did I? And I just was like, oh, that's fine. Now I'd be like a gunshot. I'd be dead. I'd be on the ground. I'd be crying.
Oh, Devil Wears Prada was great. They were one of my favorites.
Devil Wears Prada. Saw them in a local venue here in town.
They're still kicking. They're still making music.
Dude hit
still
me
around.
I was.
What are you, a pit guy?
Dude, yeah, I used to be.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
That's fast.
I'm too short. I'm too short. I'm just like,
I get in there like I'm like the Goldberg of the pit in the sense that I can't go for more than 2 minutes. I'm like in there and I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. And then I'm like, Jesus, what was I thinking? So yeah, I'm a pit guy. Was a pit guy, not anymore. I the last time I was in the pit, I was sore for 3 days and realized I will never. Yeah, that's true, Kyle. The Devil Wears Prada dudes, from what I heard, are really actually good people. I think one of our good buddies actually roomed with the guitar player.
Yeah.
Kyle would know more than I would. He was like in I was just one
He
of
was
his
in it.
dudes.
He was in the
He was
scene.
in it, and I was just like,
He
hey,
was in it. We were just fanboys.
I was like,
Sad
hey.
fanboys. Sad boys.
I was like, Kyle, we're friends. Hang out with
Oh,
me.
Kyle says he was a pit guy the last 2 weeks, so he was in the pits
No, you
at
come
Riot
on.
Fest. That's what he's saying.
Kyle, you tore them skinny jeans.
That's what he's saying. Jeremy lived in town. All right, there you go.
Yeah, that's true. I think, not too far from here, actually. I won't name the apartment complex in case you know.
Yeah. So my opinion, this is going to be a broad one because I don't know how many people in here listen to this type of music. So we're going off the rails here. The speed skating. Love the speed skating in the Winter Olympics. Love it. When they put their hands behind, their hands behind the back and just look like they're gliding. Oh, I look at it and I go,
Apollo Ono.
Yeah. Well, that's what, like, he did, like, just like straight speed. You know what I mean? But there's some long distance ones where they just like glide. And I look at it and I go, I would never physically be able to do that. Look at it, looks so graceful.
Oh my gosh, they are struggling on that ice.
That would be me.
I feel like there's little grippies there, you know.
No, I wouldn't. And they're on the special shoes.
I've never ice skated.
I've never ice skated. I assume that my fat ass would be on the ground quite often.
Is throbbing just thinking about
it. I would break an ankle or sprain an ankle. It would not go well.
Uh-oh. I think he's here. I think little Spenny's coming in. Coming in hot.
All right.
So those that are listening, I told you Spencer would be here one way or another.
I wish I made popcorn.
He's here.
Oh no.
What are you guys doing to my budget? Hey friends. He's got abs. Little Spenny's in the house watching Cool Runnings.
Well, I mean, he gets into the Incredible Hulk mode when he gets angry.
Yeah, he's pissed right now.
I bet you he is. Braun Breaker and Big E in the same ring. Ooh.
How do you feel about that, little Spenny? As long as you can fit it in the budget, friends, I'm okay with it.
It's two meaty men slapping meat.
How do you see? Hey, friends, two meaty men slapping meat. How are you? He's too angry for the Cool Runnings watch along. Hold on.
I mean, how can you be angry while watching Cool Runnings? Oh, this is the Swiss.
So this is
he's watching the Swiss.
Yeah, the Swiss. The Swiss. This is the prototype. Hopefully it'll end up on lovewrestling.com. But look, I love Cool Runnings. It's the best movie ever.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here, friends. Thank you all for tuning into lovewrestling.ca. Come see Change the Game this October 15th when me and Force Wrestling team up.
That was lovely.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. What do you got coming up on Love Wrestling this week?
We have Between Two Beards tomorrow. Actually, no, tomorrow we have the return of Between Three Beards as our buddy Mike Fish.
That's if I don't cancel your asses for blowing my budget.
It actually might just go back to Between Two Beards. It'll just be me and Fish because your ass is going to get fired. So, for the record, I had nothing to do with this. For the record.
We're a team, JPJ.
We are, but forever. But I had nothing to do with that.
See, this is how he feels when he talks about you. He's like, yes, I love JPJ. He's a good friend of mine. We went to Vegas together. Look, dude, Spenny's got muscles. Little Spenny. Remember Little Penny for those in the chat? Little Spenny's in the house watching Cool Runnings. He's sitting there. He's watching the Swiss. He's happy.
Oh, they're going to get the bobsled now.
Hey.
It's true. It's true.
I think Little Spenny should show up tomorrow on Between Three Beards with Mike Fish, dude. Mike Fish, he brings the ratings.
He does. We're also, I believe we're going to have ourselves. So Friday on SmackDown, and I know Love Wrestling, we had a Saturday draft show this past Saturday that you should 100% go check out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
go find it.
It was a good time.
It was very good. It was a good time.
Spencer was there.
Spencer
Like he is
was
here.
there. Ed was there. Parrish, Alex, I believe Cody as well. Might have even been more people. Yeah, but there was a good amount of people there. Tomorrow, what wrestlers would be on? I'm assuming saying your bobsled team. What wrestlers?
Darby Allin, because he's quick.
Yeah, you need first of all, you need a driver. You need the most important person is the driver.
Yeah.
So Rikishi, obviously.
Because of the weight.
I did it for the Rock.
I did it for Spencer Love.
No.
He's like, I've got it angled, so he's watching it, and he looks just pissed. I'm surprised I'm not fired yet, but I'm working.
Me too.
I'm working on it. Hey, maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one keeping me from getting fired. You keep going, he's really good. Like, he's really not that bad a guy, Spencer. He just doesn't understand what money is. Pre-09
Kofi.
I've got a lot of time for that, Kyle. A lot of time.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That's one of his sayings.
I got a lot of time for that, friends.
You're lucky. He already went. He already got out of here.
Yeah, he probably went to bed.
You're lucky. Darby, Big E, Riddle, and Sammy Guevara.
I have to go listen to my Kiss records and fall asleep. I've got a busy day tomorrow, guys. See you in my office.
It's fair. It's fair. But I believe tomorrow night on Between Two Beards with Mike Fish for another edition of Between Three Beards.
Yes.
We're going to have ourselves a draft as well.
And I'm going to win that because I win all of our drafts all the time.
Okay. But there was a report today that there is expected some NXT people will be drafted. So,
yeah. In the chat, who do you think is getting drafted from NXT? I'm going with LA Knight, I think is for sure.
To be fair, Pluggo would be talking with the dolls like this, show or no show. Probably.
That is fact. Like, what did you expect? Like, I got to practice it out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is one of us will be Raw, one of us will be SmackDown, and one of us will be NXT. And we'll just have a draft.
Oh, boy.
Just going to have a draft.
And I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how deep we're going to go into it. I think there's still some meat on the bone for Cameron Grimes and NXT. I think that character.
I think Cameron Grimes could be NXT champion.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
That'd be a fun way to go with Cameron. Johnny Gargano is an interesting one because I feel like he's done everything he can do on NXT, but there's really nothing that says he's going to be a massive success on the main roster, right? Like, because he's small. Vince doesn't like small.
It's fair. It's a fair argument.
Not trying to be a downer or anything.
But didn't Fightful have a report that said his contract is up soon? Johnny Gargano?
Yes, December. Our friends at Fightful, our buddy, friend of the show,
Sean Rossap. Been on this show.
In scoops.
I agree. His character work has gotten really good. Those skits that they do with The Way, always, he makes me laugh. He's terrific. Oh, so you think the whole Way gets drafted? The group?
Yeah, but does that include Index? Oh, dude, it's when these dudes, these little jerks realize, oh crap, these Jamaican guys are good.
Yeah.
Let's mess with their shit.
Yep. Yeah, KO and Gargano. That's right. Could both be gone, which is scary for WWE, I think. To me, if I'm WWE, I would be shitting my pants knowing that Kevin Owens is probably leaving. I feel like Kevin Owens.
You think he's gone?
Oh yeah. I would have to assume he's really good friends with the Bucks and Adam Cole.
And he
like
tweeted
they're real
out,
good friends.
He tweeted out like the coordinates of the Mount Rushmore thing.
Yes.
You think he's I think you think he's as good as gone, huh?
I mean, I would lean that way, but I think that is a tremendous loss for WWE. That they have given him anything that they've given him, he's made work. A good guy, bad guy, all sorts of things. He's made it work. And he's always been good. He's always been good.
Little Spenny's got a lot of time for Kevin Owens and AEW.
That one of the things I'll always remember is how the Jericho feud with him should have been for the world title.
Yes.
At WrestleMania.
I agree. Should have made
that should have been for the world title, and people would have gave a major crap about that match if it was for the world title. But they were like, nah, man, Goldberg. We got to give it to Goldberg. It's like, no, you didn't. You didn't have to do that.
You too. And I was like, oh, it's
What a movie. What a movie this is.
Great movie.
Well, the rumor today was Hit Row. Hit Row is being considered to be moved up.
The whole Hit Row?
Yes.
Hit Row. I don't want that.
Kyle, I believe one way or the other, we will get at least one more of those epic matches. It just might happen in a different company.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Kevin Owens and if your thing is like then sure.
Are you frozen? Did we just lose Pluggo? I think we lost Pluggo.
Uh-oh.
No, I can hear you now. Spencer's cutting the cord, man. He's like, I'm done with this. He puts that doll up there one more time. It's over.
You leave Lil Spenny alone. Look, Lil Spenny and I are friends. See, we talk, we chat. Look, he likes me. He's smiling. We're having a good time. We're watching the greatest bobsled movie ever made. We're having a good time.
The greatest bobsled movie ever made.
It
has to be, right?
I don't think there's a better one.
100%. I've thought this for a while, that he was going to eventually be a single star. When you're in the main event against Roman Reigns, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know is that they think of him high enough that he main evented SmackDown on a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns. You are blurry as hell. You look like I'm watching 1990s television right now.
Oh, really? That's bad, huh?
It's bad. Like I can't even see your eyes. Yeah, it's blurry, bro.
I feel like I look good.
Oh, wow. Montez Ford, the next Rock.
No.
Mark, that's what he said. Mark my words.
Hey, he's allowed to have those opinions. I can't say that I blame him. Montez Ford is fantastic. If I'm not blurry anymore, I don't know. Ed says hashtag.
You're still blurry.
That's weird because everything looks good on my end.
It could just be my internet, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I have had problems before. It's ever since I got this possessed doll.
Yeah. It's almost like karma.
Ever since the doll debuted, everything's
It's almost like karma, isn't it? Oh, this is when the guy tells him that he cheated.
I will say that, like, why does Doris here? Yeah,
Pluggo is being attacked. Oh, you look better now. No, back to in the back. No.
That's weird.
You're blurry.
It's because like I said, I brought the damn doll. Might have to figure something out here. But why doesn't Doris think it's a big deal to get your gold medal stripped? Like he cheated. Like he's like,
he probably doesn't know any better.
He's like, that's cool. He cheated. So what?
Yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't know any better. You know, like, I don't know.
How do you not know that cheating is bad?
Yeah, it's messed up. Uh-oh.
Help him out. He needs all the help he can get. Team USA is kind of a bunch of dicks in this movie.
Well, of course. I mean,
Like-
they fit the. I mean, yeah. Do you think?
Oh, Kyle, calm down. Shots. Kyle's coming in hot. JPJ is gonna punch somebody.
What was that a reference to Bill Belichick?
When I said, "How do you know that cheating is not okay?"
Oh,
Ask Bill.
got it.
What other Bill do you know cheats? Well, I guess Bill Clinton cheated. Yeah, bills are bad, I guess, right? Unless you're dollar bills and you're spending that expensive cash. Dude, yeah, Ecto guy.
Thank you.
Hatless.
Thank you.
I, on the other hand,
I usually always wear the hat on stream, but
got that
I
hook.
do have a wonderful head of hair.
I got that hook hair tonight.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'll chop block you.
As far as the Bill Belichick cheating comment, you can go screw yourself, Kyle. You can go straight to hell.
Pow, Kyle. Pow. Right in the
Screw
kick,
yourself.
Kyle.
That's what I.
That's a movie we should watch along with Step Brothers. Love that,
bro. You look like television from 1986.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's a good one too. He goes, Pluggo, you're still looking like 64-bit Wario.
Oh,
That's a good one. That's
no.
better than what I said.
I would have issues. Hold on. Let's try some things here. How's it look now?
The absolute same.
Well, that's weird. How does it look now?
The same. You're just blurry. You're moving fine. You sound fine. You're just blurry.
Why am I blurry?
I don't know. It's super blurry though. Like, is there something on the camera?
I don't know.
No. Yeah, you're just blurry.
He goes, no.
Wow. Tim taking shots. It's the best you've looked in years.
Ouch. Well, hold on a second. Better?
No.
No. All right, that's super
I feel like you're my eye doctor. Is this better?
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 Is it better?
Worse?
Better?
Better?
More better? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the
they're about to have the brawl.
Yes. I this whole movie, he's like Jamaica. Like, dude, they got names, bro.
Come on.
Call them by their names. We call Jamaica.
That's right. That's right. The big guy was like, say it again. And he was like, no, I'm good.
For real, that guy.
It's like watching the late night Girls Gone Wild commercials in the 90s.
The commercials never, honey, no. Nope.
We're not going to get into it.
I was gonna say I don't know what, I don't understand.
Wow.
Whoa, we just
heel heat.
We just put
That is
over.
heel heat right there. Coming from Josh. We put him over earlier. I mean, that's more of your beef with the Cool Runnings. I happen to think Cool Runnings is still a great movie, but I wouldn't have taken it with the second pick overall.
Why again? I preface it like I'm the
You
one
frozen now, bro.
What the? I have to watch these movies. Why would I not watch good quality flicks that I love? I don't know what's going on, man. I'm like frozen. I'm not frozen. I'm blurry. I'm not blurry. Little Spenny's here. Josh, say hi to Little Spenny. Hello. How blurry is Little Spenny? Is he good?
Very
too?
blurry. Very blurry.
Well, he's like falling apart. These prototypes, man. Not great.
Alex, I hope not. That'll be released coming out tomorrow morning on Josh's channel. That'll be coming out tomorrow morning over here in the States, which is tomorrow night in Australia where he is. But we had a fun episode this week. Josh, to answer your question, no.
Yeah. He's right here.
That's real blurry. Can't even see it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here's Josh.
Look at these abs, Josh. You don't want to.
We can't see those abs. We can barely see his face. You're blurry.
I don't know why I'm so blurry.
Well, get out of here and come back then.
All right, I'm coming back. Bye.
Oh, look at this. I'm like in 2 dimensions. But anyway, Pluggo is getting his hopefully his thing figured out. How the hell do I get this off this screen? Watch now. He's gonna be fine. You're fine.
What?
Look at you. You look beautiful.
That's weird.
You look
all right.
beautiful.
Well, how about now? Look at these abs.
Yeah.
Washboard abs. Come at me, Josh Robinson. I've got a lot of time for that, friend.
I mean, Josh is saying that he's scared.
Does this look like a guy that's scared of you? Little. I got time. Lots of time. Which show? This show? The gun show? The little Spenny gun show? Let's go.
The gun show.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
So I think what happened was I got a little too bold and ambitious, right? So I had like the iPad rocking Cool Runnings, and then I had the phone rocking our Twitch stream so I could, keep up on that. And I just think it's too much for little Spenny to.
Spencer couldn't take.
You want to go? Take.
I mean, Josh has been trying to pick a fight with Spencer for a little bit now, though. He always challenges him.
Look at that physique. You don't want none of little Spenny love, Josh. Coming at him all wrong. You're talking to my guy all wrong.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhyme. We are not Swiss. We are Jamaican.
That just happened.
That's all. That's the. It's like we got to do it ourselves.
Yeah, he's like, we got to do it our way, man. Come on. Ice. Oh, maybe an episode where he makes little Josh and they have a match. Fans pick the winner via poll.
That's why I keep you around, because you're so smart. This is how it'd go down though. Like Josh is talking lots of shit, and then Spenny'd be like, "I still love you, friend. Still love you. Still all love. Happy, happy, happy.
Yeah.
But you blow my budget."
Oh,
the set fell off.
Yeah.
Oh no! It wasn't all along. It was Braun Strowman. Oh.
Wait, can you show me the Braun Strowman figure again?
What?
Is he smiling?
Yeah, dude. Look. He's like so happy.
That is such a goofy. I mean, it kind of looks like him.
Cool Runnings is the greatest movie ever. Oh,
I like Josh. Josh says, "Lil Josh is simply just me as I am," which is true. And then Ed says, "This song, Rise Above It, is the best song in the movie." I would agree.
Don't be afraid. I don't know if I could sing it for copyright reasons, but yeah. And then they're packing them snowballs during the montage, and then like pelt
doing pull-ups and leg presses and.
But yeah, little Josh.
I mean,
have to do to
every
take down
movie needs a montage, man. Montage. Team America. Terrific.
If we had a montage, what would it be?
A montage? It would probably be.
What would we be doing during said montage?
I don't know. You could probably have a montage of you talking about the budget.
True.
I would say so, right?
Well, I talk about the budget. Spencer talks about the budget. Alice talks about the budget.
Oh, yeah. I would 100% watch Mean Girls.
Yeah.
100%. Great movie.
I mean, we're not opposed to doing some watch-alongs with other movies. This just happened to be the one that, like, sparked the revolution.
Kyle, I do have Stars. I plan on watching Heels, but I'm waiting for it to finish so I can binge it through. But I've heard really good things. I've heard it's very good. I'm excited to watch it. I'm watching Ted Lasso currently. It's tremendous. Ted Lasso is tremendous with Jason Sudeikis. Real good stuff. But I am down to watch Mean Girls. Josh, whenever I will watch Mean Girls.
Between Two Beards, Mean Girls night. Oh man, that
Josh says watch his streams on Twitch. Damn, look at that plug. It's
we
true.
do.
You should definitely.
Yeah, earlier, yeah, watch them.
Of course.
We are Josh Robinson stands here at Between Two Beards.
And then Ed says that 10 things I hate about you is better than Mean Girls. 10 Things I Hate About You is
awesome.
A really great movie. But I feel like Mean Girls is way more iconic of a movie. And Mean Girls is funnier. Way funnier.
Yeah. I mean, I like 10 Things I Hate About You a lot.
Oh, real good.
Really good movie.
I was a big Joseph Gordon-Levitt guy.
There's a there's a tick on my face, isn't there?
Yeah. I was a big Joseph Gordon-Levitt guy, and that was the first time I ever saw Heath Ledger. That was like Heath Ledger's first, at least,
one of his go-tos. One of his first ones was, "Where are we at?" Because I had to
look at this. They got the nifty uniforms.
Oh yeah. Now here's what I don't understand. If we're gonna critique, I critique things that I love. I love wrestling. We critique wrestling on a weekly basis on Between Two Beards Thursday nights, 8 or 8:30, depending on the week. How did they afford that? He couldn't afford a bobsled like 20 minutes ago. And then he's got like these insanely nice, like Adidas style, just bobsled suits. They got a killer paint job. Like, I understand it's a movie and I'm supposed to be like, it's a movie, but they didn't do like a car wash or anything to like earn that money. And I want to know where it came from. I feel like there was some illegal means. Breakfast Club, over 10 Things I Hate About You. Iconics, RIP. What happened to the Iconics? Josh? Got a lot of stuff going on out here.
Yeah, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, what is this? What is this? Please explain. Hopefully you just mean they have a new name? Like they're the inspiration?
The inspiration.
And then Ed over here, or Ed Alex says Breakfast Club, over 10 Things. Breakfast Club is good.
Those are two different eras to me, though.
Yeah, and
those are like different movies.
Different movies, because like 10 Things I Hate About You is like a romantic comedy, teenage romantic comedy, and Breakfast Club was just like, we're in detention and we're gonna get high. And
Breakfast Club was like
they're all gonna hook up because they got nothing better to do.
Yeah, it was like a they're both that was different eras for me. I think Breakfast Club is really good. I was a fan of back then, like those type of movies. I was a fan of 16 Candles. I liked me some 16 Candles. I like that one.
I don't remember 16 Candles. I don't know if I saw it
with Molly Ringwald. I believe a young John Cryer from he was later on the show with Charlie Sheen there. I didn't watch that. Two and a half men. That's right.
Right now we're 2.5 beards.
You don't have a beard in that picture.
No, that's what 2 and then he got a little stubble right there, I'm sure. Let's see.
I love it. They're sharing a Coca-Cola. Which is a nice Coca-Cola sharing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Glass bottle Coca-Cola too.
Product placement. That was expensive. That's how you fund the budget for the greatest bobsled movie.
Every camera angle when you can see the Coke, the symbol.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they know what's up. They knew what they were doing. They had to fund this thing somehow.
Yep.
Now, you're a Disney exec and you're like, you know what? I got a good idea for a movie. Let's talk about the Jamaican bobsled team.
It's based on a true story. It's a good story.
I know. I'm just thinking they're like, that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
And make it funny. Because I have to imagine the actual true story of the Jamaican bobsled team is probably not as funny as this movie.
No.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Disney was like, we're gonna make it a heartwarming comedy.
Disney's like, we're not in the business of tear jerkers just yet. We're still all about the fun.
Yeah, it's true. You knew Disney was going down that route when they like all the Pixar movies.
Yeah.
They always have a moment or two or three, some of them, when you're like, I'm gonna cry right now. Why am I crying? Why am I what?
All the time.
I came into this movie trying to see a robot on a planet just chilling, eating trash.
Yeah.
Why am I crying? Because he's gonna end up all alone. Why? What?
Yeah.
Why am I questioning
but
my whole life?
They were like,
and everything that occurred.
Yeah. They were like, take any serious thing that happened before. It's funny. The hardships of the Jamaican bobsled.
What's the Pixar movie that got you most emotional?
Oh boy. I've seen a lot of them.
I've seen all of them. We could talk Pixar like Disney all day. You have kids though, so you had a reason to see them. I was just like, nah, I love this shit.
Dude, Finding
Nemo's great.
Finding Nemo is good. Finding Dory, like when she finds out like her parents that's pretty sad.
Ecto says Toy Story 2. Now, is it when Jessie sings the song?
Toy Story 2 is trash. Fight me.
Toy Story 2, I believe, Toy Story 4 was of the original trilogy. Toy Story 2, I thought, was my least favorite. Toy Story 3, I cried bad.
Yeah.
When he was giving the toys away at the end, I was like, oh, what? I couldn't believe it.
Like, out here, come play with me.
Yeah, Jessie's song in Toy Story 2 is real. That was the first time I could remember them getting like, it was like, man, that was kind
of Cars when Doc Hudson died. Lightning McQueen.
Yeah. The incinerator machine. Yeah, that's a bad one, but I just in my back of my head, I'm like, they're not gonna kill these characters. So like I'm like, they're not dying here. Like Disney will make you sad, but they're not killing the whole, but afterwards,
suspend your disbelief.
I know. When he gives away the toys, I was like, I thought of every toy I ever owned, and just started crying. I was like, oh, he's getting old.
Dude, Toy Story 4 is pretty. Like when he's like, I'm just gonna leave. Go hang out with Bo Peep. You're like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Like that.
I liked Toy Story 4, but it was
those movies would have never happened if they just listened to Woody when he's like, he's not trying to throw you in the trash. Yeah, whatever. Why would we listen to you? We're still not over you throwing Buzz out the window.
Well, I think that's why. Once they saw that, they were like, we can't trust this motherfucker.
You can't trust. Woody's the most untrustworthy toy in history.
No, that can't be true.
He threw another toy out the window because he was jealous of playtime.
Well.
And then he just bails and hangs out with Bo Peep after 4 movies. I sat through 4 movies and he's gone.
Do you blame him?
Yeah.
If you're in love with her, you got to go after her. Or him.
Loyalty, bro.
Bro, yeah.
You already know. I'm not going to say it on Love Wrestling.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
It's a family channel, but you know what I'm saying. Loyalty.
I know what you're saying.
Respect on loyalty.
I know what you're saying. Come on. He had more loyalty to Bo Peep than he did Buzz. He had been living with Bo Peep for years.
Bo Peep was living down the road. She was another. Well,
here you find her story in Toy Story 4.
Buzz Lightyear stepped up to the plate and was doing his thing. She goes, I found my moving buddy. So she wasn't exactly all about.
Well, she was smitten. She was smitten.
Loyalty.
Buzz is the new attractive, got wings, can fly and shit. Come on. Anybody's going to be like, who is this guy?
Found my moving buddy. Shut up, Bo Peep. You don't know.
Brutal. What about the one Up? Up.
That's sad. Yeah.
Brutal. Multiple times.
Yeah.
Brutal. Great movie, though. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But that one, the montage in the beginning, when it goes through like their life, super sad. And then at the end, when he finds the book, oh my God.
Just game over.
Then the wife added pictures and was like, at the end, she's like, now go have another adventure. I was like, what?
What?
I'm sitting there. I'm just like, why would you do this to me? I'm a grown ass man watching a kid's movie. I'm crying my eyes out. What's wrong with you?
So, yeah, like, how does that work? Like, you watch them, you're just like, new Pixar movie, I'm in. Because, like, I have kids, so, like, they want to see them. And not that I wouldn't watch them by myself, but it's like, it's an easy layup to be like, all right, here. But you're just like, yep, going for it.
Well, I don't go alone. I don't go alone, you know?
No, but you probably watch me.
I mean, first of all, let's be real. I can't even envision myself going to a movie theater again for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't even know what that's going to, you know, how long it's going to be before that's like. But no, I when I was young, I mean, when these movies started coming out in like what? When was Toy Story?
Like 90s, dude.
Yeah. So like I was still a child for that one. So like I would go with my parents. I vividly remember we were on vacation and there was a rain out, like a washout rain day. And that's when we went to see Up. As we were like, hey, let's go see this movie in the afternoon. And we saw Up. But then later on in life, I would just go with like a friend.
Right.
I had my boy Eddie. We're super into Disney. He's way more like he goes to Disney every year. Like he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
I have never had the privilege of going to Disney at all. I assume I'll go one day, maybe. But
on Spencer Loves Dime, dude.
Yeah, I have never been. But we just love Disney. And yeah, we would go like, oh, this movie's coming out. Let's go. We're going.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the more recent ones that made me emotional. And I thought for a recent one, I thought it was one of the better ones. I top tier for me was Coco.
Coco's good.
Real good.
Real good.
Coco was real good. I knew right away too. I was like, wow. I was like, this is gonna be a good one.
Super into Luca. That's a good one.
Luca was a good one.
That's
I liked Luca.
It's like a bromance type deal, and it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah. No, I thought Luca was good. Did you watch Soul? Did you guys watch Soul?
Yeah, Soul. We were into Soul. That
was heavy though. That was a heavy one.
It was super heavy. It was.
Yeah.
And it was just this weird vibe throughout the whole movie because it's like, man, this is like serious shit.
Yeah.
It's like an adult animated movie that they put a furry cat in there.
Yeah.
It's funny, but that was stuff. You're like, you hate really. I've already lived. I'm gonna go. So he essentially kills himself.
Oh yes, this was another good one. Onward. Yeah. Onward was rough.
Yeah, that's the one where they're trying to get their dad back to, and he's like, legs, yeah.
And my dad has passed away a while ago, but so that one was kind of like, all right. It was great though. I really liked it. Yeah, it was very good. Oh, here they go. The Swiss. This is real now. This is the real Olympics.
Let's go.
We're in it. Those fake fans.
So do we diss on like bandwagon bobsled fans because they're like, we're Jamaican fans now, the announcers and stuff, but like you know how
I mean, no, you would get swept up in it.
As a
there's always stories like
that. As
a
Patriots fan, do you hate bandwagon Patriots fans when they were doing good? Since they're not great now, is the bandwagon less?
I mean.
Like
early in the year.
No, I'm just saying. Like, there's no Tom Brady anymore. So
yeah, which there easily could be.
Is there more leg room on said bandwagon?
No. I mean, I don't like bandwagon fans, no matter what you are. If you're a bandwagon fan, you have no loyalty. No. You're like, oh, they're good. I'll root for them. Get out of here. Where were you raised? You don't have no pride from where you're from?
How about
you don't like where you're from?
How about
I get more angry at people that are like from here that like other teams. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I get that a lot over here in South Bend.
I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you?
There's-
Unless you lived somewhere else, like if you grew up in Chicago and then you ended up in Massachusetts and you were a Bears fan, and I said, so why do you like the Bears? And you said, oh, I lived in Chicago for 19 years. I'd be like, makes sense. But if you were just wearing Bears stuff and I was like, so why do you like the Bears? You from there? And you were like, no, I lived in Massachusetts my whole life. I'd be like, so why do you like the Bears?
I like the Crusaders. Hockey. We should do Mighty Ducks night. Good idea, Spencer. You're the man. High five. See, we're friends. Spencer and I are.
Tim says, hence why I make the distinction about how I am a Colts fan and not a Manning fan.
How
if
do
you're
you
a Colts fan, you
feel-
should be a Peyton Manning fan. How are
But
you
how
not a
do
Peyton
you
Manning
feel
fan?
about like the I like LeBron no matter where he goes. Fans. So they were Heat fans, they were Cavs fans, they're now Lakers fans.
Well, I think basketball is really the only sport where I don't know. I feel like team loyalty should always be over player loyalty.
But what about all those now Buccaneer fans because Brady's a Buccaneer?
I was rooting for Tampa to win the Super Bowl last year. I wouldn't consider myself a fan of the Tampa Bay. I'm not rooting for them this week against the Patriots.
That's right.
But I want Tom Brady to win everything.
When is that game?
It's Sunday night. It's the primetime game on Sunday, and I'm going to be crying the whole time. I'm not going to know what to do with myself.
I'm going to be texting.
I have low-key anxiety about it.
Luckily for me, I've got nothing to do Monday morning.
It immediately, once the Patriots game ended this past weekend, which it ended about 6 minutes into the first quarter. But like once the Patriots game was officially over past Sunday against the Saints, that's all it's been. Every TV show, every local radio station, it's all about like Brady coming. One.
That's true.
He made Bill look like a friggin' idiot.
This would be the game that like the Patriots win like 52-7 and then just lose the rest of the game.
Well, Tampa's
I'm
good,
just
though.
saying.
They're loaded. They're loaded. That's a loaded team. They lost though, so that's the thing. I was like, oh, if the Bucks are 3-0 and the Pats are 1-2 or 2-1, however that game was going to play out, I could see this would, like you said, the Patriots of the last 20 years. The Patriots of the last 20 years, this is the type of game that they would 100% always win. Where they would looking like they were playing like crap or not that great, and a good team would be coming in, and then they would just not 52-7, but they'd stop them defensively, and they'd win like a good 24-13 type game, like a convincing game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
doesn't he break the passing?
Yeah, he's going to break the passing record there. He only needs like 80 yards, which that should happen there because they'll honor him there and they'll announce it, and he'll get the ovation that he should. Like he should be. They're not going to do what they normally do. Like he should get a video. He's the king. He's the greatest athlete this town has ever had.
Of Belichick just flipping him off, being like,
I think Belichick would.
Not today, brother. Maybe in 6 years after you retire.
Yeah.
But not today.
When that report came out today that said that Bill said he didn't have enough time to meet personally with Brady, that irked me. And I'm a Bill supporter. That was like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's like,
come on, dude. What? But you guys won 6 Super Bowls together.
I'm an outsider.
20 years you were together. You can't even meet with them in person? Come on. Come on. How petty are you? Oh,
this is the dude that wouldn't talk to reporters. So he's petty. Dude doesn't even wear sleeves to games. You don't know.
That's because he's
sleeveless equals GOAT.
I mean, he is the GOAT, but he's losing the battle so far, I would say.
Yeah, he's not looking great. But I don't think he cares. Bill Belichick's the type of guy, he doesn't care. Where are we at this movie, JPJ?
Oh, we're chilling, dude. They're going down. They're setting pace.
Setting pace, you hear that?
Flying around the corners.
And this is where it gets like, and then the USA sled. That was the
56.5.
which they needed to be at 59.
I know you did. I know you did. But I just feel like if I was a Colts fan, I feel like Peyton would be a guy that I would always root for.
I'm from Indiana, and I don't like the Colts. I like the Browns.
Well, but are you closer to?
No, closer to Indiana. I'm closer to. We're closer to Chicago than we'd be Indy, I think, technically.
But you don't like the Biz.
No.
You don't like it. Well, you like the Cubs though. The Cubs are your.
Yeah, the Cubs are my squad.
So why not? Why not the Cleveland Guardians now?
Because I grew up a Cubs fan. My grandmother was a huge Cubs fan, and it's just been something I've literally watched since the day I was born. She was a huge fan.
This is about Peyton Manning. Also, one thing about Peyton Manning as well as
he's got a big forehead.
Yeah. Also, no balls.
Did he surgery? He get the surgery?
I hate people that choke. I just hate people that choke. This is what Tom Brady has done to me. This is what Tom Brady has done to me. That like, if anybody chokes or loses a big game, I'm done with you. You'll never win. Get out of my face. I'm done with you.
This watch along is off the rails. He said Peyton Manning's got no balls. But he's got just as many Super Bowls as fucking Eli. Eli.
Eli was come on. So we put those on a platter.
So you're not a fan of you've been there 10 times, you won 3. You're not a fan of that.
Wait, who? No, what? Who's been there?
So you're not a fan of if you get to the finals 10 times.
Yeah.
Say LeBron James.
Well, no, if you've won 3 championships,
I mean, 3 or 3 of them, but you've been there 10 times.
That's a lot of losses. It's a lot of losses. But I'm also because you still got there 10 times. Like
Manning's been there.
No, he only went there 3 times.
He's got 2. He's
the second one with the Broncos, he didn't do any. What is it?
He's not 2-1 in Super Bowls, is he?
Yeah, his only loss was
I could have sworn
to the Saints.
Felt like he'd been there.
No, because he always it felt like he'd been there because he was the number 1 seed, and then he would choke, or the Patriots would just destroy his soul.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and the Patriots would be like, no.
It's all coming back to me.
Yeah,
now.
There's only one team that the Patriots truly own, no matter what, and it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, we always beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the Pittsburgh Steelers always talked so much crap, which is why I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's like a AFC Central thing. You just talk.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Even when you're bad, because I was a Bengals fan for a long time, even when you're bad, you're just like, I'm going to run my mouth.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens.
I'm going to kiss the egg, the kiss in the egg.
Oh, let me kiss your lucky egg, man.
If they have a good run here, they could potentially get a medal.
They could medal. If you're watching along with us, this is serious medaling time. If I ever, for any reason whatsoever, win an Olympic medal, I am not going to be humble about it. Like, I'm not going to sit there like this on the stand and just be like, I'm going to be like,
no, I'm not done. I'm not done with the Pats. I just think everybody around here. So around here, where I'm from, it's either one side or the other. It's either one side or the other. No balls or flat balls. That's the question. What is better to have?
Well, that's what it's like. That's what it's like living here in the great city of South Bend, where Notre Dame plays. You either love Notre Dame or you hate them with a passion. And most of the people that hate them don't really have any good reasons why they hate them. They just hate them because everybody here loves them.
Yeah, so it's one of those things to me where, like, you're either Bill or Brady, right? You're either Bill or Brady. And for me, it's like,
Kraft, bro.
They needed to do it together. I don't think Bill would have won 6 if he didn't have Tom Brady. I don't think Tom Brady would have won 6 if he didn't have Bill Belichick. Period. So they start. I'll keep my opinions of Notre Dame to me. You know how I said I don't like things that choke? Every year they're good and they make the playoff and they get embarrassed. Every year.
We have higher standards to get into our college than others.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not denying that. But if you're going to be ranked, and again, this is not a Notre Dame problem. This is not a Notre Dame problem. This is a system problem. Because the people that are voting continually put Notre Dame up in the top. They're not. Remember all those years before the playoffs where like Boise State would be undefeated, but before we started respecting Boise State, they'd be 13-0 but ranked 11th.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that's where Notre Dame needs to be.
No, you're
yes.
Right.
No,
we
I'm not wrong.
play the hardest schedule in the country.
But you're always 10-1, 11-0.
Yeah.
12-0.
That's right.
And then you go up against any team in the playoff and they beat you by 40 points.
Here comes Tim.
Every year.
But I will say
every year.
The last time we were in the playoffs, we got smoked by Clemson. Fact.
And time before that.
But
Bama.
It's
every year.
We scored more points than the team that we scored. We also,
what is that? Okay.
Bama smacked Clemson or whoever it was.
Well, I mean, yeah, because Bama's Bama.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so your argument is Notre Dame shouldn't be there, but Bama's Bama, and they're going to smack everyone. And
no, but Notre Dame, you got to at least win once.
It's not easy.
Come on.
That's like asking me not to blow Spencer's budget.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. They're carrying the.
I know. Just
this right here is one of the most emotional scenes in Disney history.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's why it has a firm spot.
My favorite thing is right here, the slow clap.
Alabama.
And it's the asshole. It's the asshole from the bar too that starts the slow clap. Like, I finally respect you. Let me clap for you. I respect you because you almost died.
Yeah, you gave your all for a sport that I love that nobody ultimately watches. Ever seen Not Another Teen Movie?
Oh, amazing!
But he's trying to like do the slow clap, and she's like,
nobody does it.
Read the room.
Yeah, he just sits down. Yeah, sorry.
And then he finally gets a moment, and then
he beats the crap out of him. Just loses it. He's waiting the whole movie.
You son of a bitch.
He's waiting the whole movie. He tries like 3 times to do a slow clap, and everyone's like, every time it's like, no, dude, this ain't the time. And then it's finally the time. Oh, this I know he's being funny, but I don't think so. I think Bama would still lose to pros. I mean, it's kids versus the grown adults. I think Bama would try harder though.
Yeah.
You think Bama could beat who's the worst team in the league?
The Jaguars.
You think Bama could beat the Detroit Lions?
No. Here's the thing with and in the NFL, they're all professional.
It's the football team, Tim.
Yeah,
The football team.
Football team. Yeah, Washington
Browns and the football team.
Which shout out to Brody Lee. They were in his hometown tonight. That's his favorite football team. The pros is the pros, and if anybody,
the Washington football team is his favorite football team.
Yep. Facts.
Wow, I didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. You're
John Candy and Doris sharing that big hug.
Hugging? Yeah, they're hugging.
Yeah, that big hug. It's emotional.
I had to have good thing I've seen this movie 1,000 times because I had to let you take the wheel because I was getting all blurry. But no, pro teams. Anybody wins like this Sunday, we'll say, for instance, anybody wins. Are you shocked? No, because it's professional football.
Yeah, things happen.
Every team is good. The Swerve Show is in the house. Yeah. We're nerds.
We are nerds. We're watching Cool Runnings on a Wednesday night near midnight on the East Coast.
We're talking sports. We're talking beards. We're talking little spennies. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's a mess.
Oh, here it says the Jamaican bobsled team returned to their country as heroes. 4 years later, they returned to the Olympics as equals.
Let's go.
They did it. There it
You
is.
got it. You got it, though. There's probably still a contingency of people in Jamaica that are like, F that team. They didn't win.
They made us look like fools.
Yeah, they didn't even
We
win.
don't bobsled.
They crashed. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, but they had that moment when they were.
But that's what happens.
That's what a moment.
That's what happens here. You went to the Super Bowl and you didn't win? Filth.
No, I don't mean. There's a difference.
But I didn't say you. I said it happens. Though.
That's what you were referring to.
There's
a difference. There's a difference between getting there once and losing it and being there a bunch and choking. How many times has Matt Ryan? How many times has Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons been a number 1 or 2 seed and had a home playoff game and choke their life away? Every time. And then the only time that they were good enough to get to the Super Bowl, they had a 25-point lead with 10 minutes left in the third quarter, and they lost.
Oh, dude, that game was sweet.
Choke.
The game was so
You will never earn. I will never believe you're going to win, ever. I would never put money down on you, ever.
After something like that?
No.
That's where I was with the Jaguars for a long time. I was like, I'm never betting they'll ever win.
Yeah, like they made it to a couple. They played us in an AFC Championship game. They had like a 14-0 lead, I think, in the game.
Yeah, I actually picked them.
Blake Bortles.
Yeah, I remember
Blake
that.
friggin' Bortles.
I was like, this is the year. The
Patriots were like,
because every year for the last like 12 years, we're like, this is the year the Patriots are going to be terrible. But then every time they actually are terrible, like, oh, we're going to come out.
Yeah, I think this is a good statement by Ed. Matt Ryan, the best thing to come out of Boston. Yeah, it's unbelievable, and it's just like, but there's other people like that too that people don't rag on.
Yeah.
Like, you know who should have won more Super Bowls? And I know Parrish ain't here, so
Drew Brees,
100%.
Brees, yeah, he only has
Brees is incredible. One of the better quarterbacks to ever play football. People have him in like their top 5 ever. Get out of here. That dude was a 1 or 2 seed first round home playoff game like 6 times and lost 5 of them. Get out of here. No. The way the league is constituted now, if you are decent and have a good arm, you're throwing for 40 touchdowns and 4,000 yards. His yards and touchdown stats, that shit don't impress me. Whoop-de-friggin' do. Lead the league in touchdowns. How many rings you have?
Tell us how you really feel.
That's how I feel. This is what the Patriots have done to me. And now we're going to be bad for like 30 years. And that's it.
And you're going to be like, but I still had Brady.
Oh. What a gem. What a gem he was.
That's right.
What a gem he was.
Well,
now I'm angry. That's how it's ending on a No, I'm not angry. I just that's what I value. That's
we
what
gotta boost the spirits.
I would say Brett Favre is another one. Only one time. And yes, he has all those yards. The thing about Brett Favre that I respect though is that he has the record for most straight games without not playing. And that's hard to do in football. Back then, he played in an era where he got the shit beat out of him. Quarterbacks could actually get hit and like messed up, and he never missed a game. He always played hurt. I respect that. Probably terrible for his long-term health. Like he probably shouldn't have done it, but I respect it at least.
Definitely not.
But anyway, Pluggo, it's midnight. I worked all night. I haven't even eaten. I'm just like, I'm a mess.
Well, Spencer was supposed to bring the popcorn.
I know. But anyway, what are we doing tomorrow night? We're going to be back here 8 o'clock. 100%. Tim, you're right.
We got 100%. A Quizplex tomorrow. So we're going to be on early and only for the hour.
Yep.
But we've got our good buddy, Mike Fish from Waffle Box Pod. Come on.
100%. So we're going to have another rendition of Between Three Beards.
Got a little saucy last time.
It did. It'll be fun though. We're gonna do a draft because we have the WWE draft coming up in a few days. Yeah, so we'll be back here tomorrow with the more structure, and that will lead into the champion show, which our buddy Ed will be on at 9 o'clock on Love Wrestling. So you're not gonna want to leave after our show. But yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow night. Cool
Team-
Runnings watch
team
along.
minutes.
Yeah, was a
Good
success.
time. Thank you for everybody. Yeah, that stopped in, chatted, kept us going.
Kept us going. We talked about some football. We talked about a little bit of wrestling. We talked about a little bit of the Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just another outlet for us to just kind of shoot the shit and be amongst friends and chat.
Get to know you more. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at B2Beards. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Between Two Beards. You can find us there, which thank you to all the support for that. We've only been on that for like a week, and it's already been impressive how many people are like, we like you, and we like you for liking us. So
100%.
Unless
all right, I think we're getting the hell out of here,
we'll
Pluggo.
see y'all
I think
tomorrow.
we're going to bed.
Amen to that. But thank you guys for hanging out.
Tomorrow we better be able to talk AEW. Yeah, probably. Maybe. I'll warn you. But anyway.
If not, we'll just talk Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Yeah, why not? Or we can talk about the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Because I believe he was talking some crap during our football preview saying the Giants were going to be good. They're 0-3.
That is true.
Mike
came in hot with the Danny
He did. He had them
take,
Giants takes.
We'll put him in his place tomorrow night.
Yeah, right. We'll be back here tomorrow. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for being in the chat. And yeah, we will see you guys back here tomorrow night for another episode of Between Two Beards.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Get on up. We're out of here. It's time.
Peace out.